Hi and welcome. I'm Katherine Ewing, founder and chief inspirational officer at Reawaken Your Dreamer, where I show people just like yourselves, intelligent, committed, success driven, who may be struggling with some self-doubt or self-sabotage, limiting beliefs or behaviors, how to break through those limiting beliefs and behaviors and identify the things that are getting in the way of you creating the life of your dreams, the life that you really want. And if you're anything like me and my clients who I've been talking to this week in particular, last week as well, there's so much change going on right now. And so many people are up in the air and struggling because they don't know what's going on with their jobs or their relationships or their living situations or perhaps their finances. And it's creating a tremendous amount of stress, anxiety, and discomfort for people. They feel like everything is up in the air and really don't feel confident that things are all going to work out. So one of the ways that I work with clients with issues like this is with emotional freedom technique, and I'm sure you've seen me do EFT before. If not, it's a very simple process to learn, profound results, but very simple to learn. And so what I'd like to do today is spend a few minutes doing some EFT around this issue of change and fear and anxiety and stress that's created by so much change going on in our lives, and then hopefully getting to a place of releasing some of that anxiety and stress so we can step into the change, or at least accept the things that are going on right now with a little more grace and ease, so it doesn't create such discomfort within our mental, emotional, or physical bodies. So that being said, let's go ahead and start tapping. Just follow along with me. As you know, we start at the karate chop spot. Trying to find the right place on the screen here. We start with a setup phrase on the karate chop spot, and then we'll go to the top of the head, the inside of the eyebrow, outside of the eye, under the nose, under the lip, just to the side of the collarbone, under the arm about 4 inches down from the armpit, and then right back up to the head again. So we'll just tap continuously through those points for a few minutes and hopefully bring down any distress or discomfort that you might be feeling around change or unpredictability of things in your life. And also remember that you're not alone in this. We're really in a very potent, I can't even tell you, how these stars and the cosmic energies are so ramped up these days between solar flares and CMEs and positioning of planets and stars, and we're really in a time of tremendous change. So just know that whatever you might be feeling, whether it's disrupted sleep or just a lot of change or a feeling that you have to let things go and move on, that it's really all very natural and it's being supported by the universal energies right now. So hopefully that will help you feel a little better about what's going on. You're not alone in this, and if you're feeling it, it's exactly what you should be feeling about now. So let's go ahead and start tapping. So even though there's so much change in my life right now, and it's really scary because I don't know how this is all going to work out, I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I'm so stressed because it seems like everything is up in the air, my finances, my relationships, my work, my living situation, and I don't know how it's all going to work out, and it's really scary. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Even though I feel this anxiety in my body, pressure in my chest and churning in my belly, sometimes I get a headache or trouble sleeping because there's so much change going on and it's causing so much stress and discomfort. It's scary and I don't know what's going to happen, and I deeply and completely love and accept myself. Top of the head, all this change, all at once. Inside of the eyebrow, it's anxiety producing. It's stressing me out. It's hard to sleep and I can't turn my mind off. On the side of your eye, all this worry. It seems like all I think about is all this change and unpredictability in my life. Under your eye. I don't like being in this position where I feel like everything is out of my control. I don't know what's going to happen next sometimes. It feels like I have all these plates spinning and I'm just trying to not let anything crash to the ground. All this change, all this disruption, all this unpredictability. It's kind of freaking me out. I'm trying to stay calm. I'm trying to trust that everything is going to work out, but some days are harder than others. Some minutes are harder than others. It's hard sometimes to hold it all together when it feels like everything in your life is coming apart. Relationships, jobs, living situations, finances. It feels like the bottom's coming out of everything. It's really scary. And it causes me stress. I stay awake at night. It's hard to fall asleep. My mind just keeps racing. I'm trying to figure everything out, figure out what I should do, figure out who I can talk to. But there aren't any easy answers because everything's so unsettled. I'm not even sure what I'm trying to fix right now, but it just feels like everything's unsettled. So much change, so much pressure, so much anxiety. I feel it in my chest, all this pressure, this tightness around my heart. Sometimes it's hard to breathe. Sometimes I even feel like I'm on the verge of a panic attack. And that's a scary thought, because it can feel like I'm dying. I can't catch my breath. It's really scary sometimes. So much change. I don't know what's going on with my relationship. I don't know if it's going to last. It's hard to know what's going to happen. And my finances. I'm really struggling financially. I can't remember when it's been this bad before. It just seems like the cost of everything is going up and my paycheck just doesn't cut it anymore. Or they're talking about layoffs at work. And that's really scary because I don't know what I would do if I was laid off. And there's so much stress and so much pressure and so much tension that it makes me worry about my health. I know worrying like this and not sleeping, not eating all that well either, and sometimes turning to food or even alcohol to try to make me feel better isn't the right thing. I know it's not helping, but sometimes I find myself going there, going to the food or having another glass of wine. I know it's not good for me, but sometimes it feels like all I can do to slow down my brain, release that sense of anxiety for a while, and stop worrying. But this is a reminder that I can tap, and it actually works. I don't know why. I can tap on all the things that are worrying me, or just on the anxiety in general, on the pressure, on the discomfort, on the uncertainty, on the difficulty breathing, on the busy mind, or the churning belly. I can tap on any of it. And for reasons that I don't understand, it actually helps. It begins to bring that level of anxiety or stress or panic down. I find that I can start to breathe easier and the pressure in my chest lightens up. When I tap, my thoughts slow down. I'm not so freaked out. And I can start to think about some other options or opportunities. I'm better able to access the part of my brain that makes good decisions. And so in this period of uncertainty, when it feels like everything is up in the air and I can't control anything, the one thing that I can do for sure is tap on whatever it is that's going on in the moment. The anxiety, the feeling out of control, the bodily sensations, any other emotions that I may be feeling. I can just tap on them and tell the truth, even though I'm feeling scared, even though I don't know what to do, even though this is overwhelming at times. I deeply and completely love and accept myself. If that's all that you can remember to tap on, then that's what you should tap on. And keep tapping until you feel some relief. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, tap again. And when you wake up in the morning, if your mind starts to race, tap again. Just keep tapping and trusting that all is in divine order, that it's all working out, and that you'll be able to look back on this time and recognize that whatever was happening, whatever changes were going on, whatever discomfort you were feeling, actually worked out for your greatest and highest good. So just sit with that for a few moments, letting that energy settle in, noticing how you feel, whether there's been any shift or change since when we started. Now, I know that the words I used aren't necessarily going to be appropriate to everyone's situation, so I would suggest that if you want some support with tapping, you can go ahead and start the video at the beginning, and at a certain point, you can always put it on hold or stop, and just continue ahead with your own words and your own tapping, and you can either join back into the video, or you can just finish up yourself. So I hope that's helpful. If there's any other way that I can support you on your journey, please be sure to be in touch, and have a wonderful day. Bye now.